It's time for another exciting episode of the Joshcast. Da 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 da, Joshcast, yeah. Da 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 da, Joshcast, yeah. Da 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 da, Joshcast, maybe. Da 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 da, Joshcast, irritable bowel syndrome. Dealing with that today. I hope it's only irritable bowel syndrome. I've discussed my IBS on many an episode of this podcast. And the big fear is that it's something worse. But you don't know. It's kind of like IBS is like a snake, but it's a garter snake. So it won't kill you, but it still scares the crap out of you. Yes. Garter snakes scare the crap out. Any snake scares the crap out of me. Snakes, reptiles, mammals, most plants, all of that terrifies me. Everything. Seeing a lot of these cool cars with the black California license plate with yellow lettering and yellow numbers. Very chic. Very chic. Very frou-frou. Chic and frou-frou. That's what we're seeing here with this situation. A lot of those cars. Cool cars. Cool and chic. Not something I can drive. I would feel, that's the weird thing, is that even if I did have a shit ton of money, I would not want to drive fancy cars or wear fancy clothes, because it feels like an advertisement that I have a lot of money. It's like I'm driving a car that says, yes, rob me, yes, kidnap me for ransom, please do. That's the bizarre thing about this. Wow, I'm actually seeing multiple cars with that license plate. Both black cars, almost the same kind of black car with that license plate. It feels like I'm surrounded by, Secret Service of some kind. And naturally, I go to, the deep state, scary place. This could be benign. What does the Jew in the Honda think of us? He thinks we're benign. Excellent. He'll never know about our plans. To turn all of the Domino's pizzas into Pizza Huts. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Our plan is to turn all of the Domino's pizzas into Pizza Huts. That is not at all what I thought our plan was. What did you think our plan was? Take over the world. What? Yeah, take over the world. And by the world, you mean Domino's Pizza. No. I mean the world. All the governments of the world. I've spent the last 10 years planting agents in all of the world's governments. Really? Yes. Wow, you did way too much work. You just needed to plant agents in all the Domino's pizzas. Should have only taken 6 months. I mean, I kind of wanted to say something, but then I figured I'd wanted to give you space. I didn't want to micromanage. Well, while we're at it, now, we're ready. Do you want to take over the world? The whole world? Well, we're ready. But what about the Domino's plan? Well, if we took over the whole world, then we can, by default, do the Domino's plan. The Domino's and the Pizza Hut falls under the umbrella of the whole world. Well, it's true. It's just an awfully long way to go to just take over some pizza chains. Can I think about it? Fine, think about it. That's what I think is going on in those Jeeps. Opinions. Opinions, opinions, opinions. It's all about opinions. There's still a part of me that thinks maybe I'll fall in love. Maybe it'll happen. Isn't that stupid? Isn't that stupid? I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know where. But I have this fear that it's going to happen and then it's going to be terrible. I spend all this time going, I'm lonely, I'm lonely, I'm lonely. Then I meet somebody and then my life gets 100 times worse somehow. That's what my thinking is. I envision even, it doesn't matter what scenario happens. If and when I fall in love, I only see bad things happening. Even if it's the love of my life, somehow, some way, we meet, it's love at first sight, we want to get married, everything is looking good, and then she gets hit by a bus. So one way or another, all roads lead to bad things. That is my belief. It doesn't matter what road it is. I mean, even if I meet a girl and she happens to have the key to immortality and she gives me the key to immortality and then she's immortal and we're together and we're immortal, things are great, something's going to happen. Immortal but with irritable bowel syndrome. That's exactly the kind of way that it would play out. Exactly the kind of way that it would play out. So these are the fears that keep me. Like just today, I took the car to get serviced. And then I walked over to the Republic of Pie. But I did not have pie. I'm off of sugar. So I like to go to the Republic of Pie so I can really be frustrated. That's a really fun thing to do. To go there and look at pie. And eat a veggie omelet. With a pie. The Republic of Pie. They set it up to where you can actually watch them make the pies. Just them sitting there going, yeah, Josh, look at this pie that you can't eat because you don't have any self-control. Yeah. Watch me make this pie, Josh. Now I'm rubbing it on my face and licking it. You can't have it. At any rate, I go to the Republic of Pie, I do some writing, and then I want to walk back to pick up the car. And I notice they have one of those scooters. I do not have my helmet, and I rode the scooter. And I feel very ashamed to admit that because I promised my mother I wasn't going to ride the scooter because it's dangerous. You're riding on the street with the cars. I did not have my helmet either. But I thought, the heck with it, and I rode the scooter. And I still feel like an idiot. Every time I get on that scooter, I feel like an idiot. I feel people looking at me. I feel like they're looking at me going, that is an idiot. Look, that is an idiot riding a bright green scooter. Why do I feel like that? Because it's just hard. I don't look sexy anyway, but it's hard to look sexy riding a scooter. It's hard to look sexy when you are standing and moving at the same time, but it's not skiing. Skiing looks sexy. James Bond will ski. James Bond, never ride a scooter. That's the end of that franchise. If he rides a scooter with a missile launcher, that is the end of that franchise. That's not James Bond, that's Austin Powers. That's the rule. Even the name Scooter is not sexy. And you have to call it Scooter because it's as non-sexy a device as it looks like. You can't call it a land beast. What are you doing? I was going to ride my land beast. Oh, wow. What? Can I see it? Yeah, it's right over there. You mean that scooter? No. It's a land beast. No. It's a scooter. Land beast. Scooter. Land beast. See, you're nuts. You're nuts. But the thought of riding the scooter filled me with fear. And I really had to overcome a lot of fear to ride a scooter. And I still feel like I got away with something. I shouldn't have survived that, but I did. La Paz liquor. Meet them at La Paz liquor at 5 p.m. He has a message. What's the message? It's something to do with the dominoes move. You sure? I'm fairly certain. Get the message. I got the message. And, well, they're going to take over the world. What? They're taking over the world. Well, they must mean that they're just taking over all the dominoes. No. They're taking over the whole world. They did include as a postscript that they acknowledged that the original plan was just to take over dominoes, but now they're taking over the world, but it will include dominoes. Oh, well, I'm at a loss. I mean, I guess that's good for us. Is that good? I think it's good. What do you think? I think it's good. I hope it's good. I mean, we're getting dominoes out of it, so that's what we wanted, but I don't know what else. I feel like there could be some consequences that maybe we didn't think about. Yeah, I'm concerned about that. We'll have to track that. Let's keep an eye on it. Righto, keeping an eye on it. Well, now what do we talk about? I'm joined today by my special guest. His name is Runson Rounders. Yeah, pleasure to be here, Runson Rounders. So, Runson, I understand you've written a new novel. Yes, science fiction novel. Oh, great. What's it about? Well, it takes place in the year 1997. And it's about a couple who decide to trade in their Honda for a Toyota. Gotcha. And I'm curious, what's the science fiction element? Well, that they would deign to trade their Honda in for a Toyota. That's just unheard of. I don't think that's unheard of. I think a lot of people do that. I don't know why. I've been a proud Honda driver for 50 years. The thought of me changing it for a Toyota is laughable. Laughable. Right, I guess I'm still failing to see, I'm failing to see how this is science fiction. Because it's speculative. It doesn't really happen. No, it does happen. Prove it! Well, I can't prove it, but I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to prove it. Ah! It's just like the flat earthers. What? 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 Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Ronson Round. What's the name of the book? The Couple Who Traded a Honda in for a Toyota, clearly. I see. The name of the book, The Couple Who Traded their Honda in for a Toyota. Clearly. Yeah, right. No. That's the full title. The Couple Who Traded their Honda in for a Toyota, clearly. That's the full title. Yes, the full title. All right. Okay, great. Thanks for coming by. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, somebody's been watching Monty Python sketches, haven't they? Yes, I have been watching Monty Python sketches. But I don't want to emulate. I mean, I don't want to rip off. So instead, I talked about my irritable bowel syndrome, which feels vintage Josh. Well, vintage Jewish comedian. Well, vintage comedian. Well, it's been talked about before. Having to get back to work is a thing. I'm on the way. It's warm out today. It was cold out yesterday. And I said I'm trying to enjoy this cold before it gets warm. And lo and behold, it's getting warm. The universe heard me and responded. I heard Josh and I responded. I'm the universe. I am all things universal. I've had a bit to drink. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a little a little saucy, a little sophisticated, if you will. So, are you the overall consciousness? Are all things related and are all things one? Yeah, sure. Well, two. There's all things, and then there's Jim. You're saying Jim is unrelated to all the other things. That's right. Jim is unrelated to all the other things. Jim just kind of floats there. Kind of sad, but no one doesn't want to talk. I go up to him and I say, Jim, you want to talk? And he says, leave me alone, universe. Leave me alone. And I say, okay, I'll give you space. And it's been like that since the beginning. And where then does the concept of God and the Judeo-Christian model of the universe fit into that? Oh, 6 of one, happiness and the other, you know. But I'm worried about Jim. I think he's in trouble. But I don't want to push too hard. I don't want to cause any to do. You know what I'm saying? See Men in Black International? I did see it. What did you think of it? I don't know. It's okay. I feel the same way. It's sad to see that. I remember the days when there was just a normal Men in Black, and then before that there was the Cretaceous period, and before that it was a lot of plasma. Those were the days. I miss the days when it was just plasma. Things were easier then, you know. Things were a lot easier then than they are now. Plasma. That was the thing. Well, my mom is into astrology. She kind of takes it seriously, she kind of doesn't. So as a result, I hear all these theories about astrology. And I don't know where I stand on it. I never like to say one thing is 100% not true. And it's just because I want people to like me. So I say anything is possible, and I try to keep an open mind because it just appeases everybody, more so than me saying, "Oh, that conceit is stupid," or "That theory is ridiculous." Because I don't know. I want to excel in not knowing. I want to be the king of I don't know. That is what I want to be, and that is what I choose to be. And now the adventures of the agnostic superhero. Quickly. Thor is in trouble. We have to help him. Maybe it's Thor. No, it's Thor. Asgard is in trouble. Well, you know, it could be Asgard. I don't want to say for sure whether or not it's Asgard. It might be, they might be aliens, and maybe they're not gods. I don't know. We never said we were gods. We said we were aliens. It could be. Or you could also be gods. I don't know. I'm staying safely on the fence. That's not the point. The point is Thor needs help. Thor or not Thor. I'm not leaving until we agree that maybe he's a god and maybe he's not a god. All right, just get in the Quinjet, all right? Maybe it's a Quinjet. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, and you listen, if you think it's your god, great. I don't know if it's your God. I don't know if it's my God. But whatever you want, buddy. Whatever you want. The adventures of the agnostic superhero. He's not sure. And that concludes our weekend podcast. Jim, you all right there, Jim?